Today I'm going to show you exactly how I stopped dreading social media and started turning one long video into a whole week's worth of short-form content. I used to spend countless hours manually clipping, editing, and formatting videos for every single platform, and it was draining my creativity. Seriously, this change in my workflow saved me from the endless cycle of juggling TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, and every other platform simultaneously. Hi, I'm Lainey, and I design wedding invitations while teaching fellow creators how to run much smarter, more efficient businesses. A massive part of my business is staying consistent with content, but honestly, that used to be the absolute worst part of my entire week. You would think that posting one tutorial would be simple, but then you realize you have to find the best moments, trim them down, add captions, and resize everything. It is completely exhausting to create thumbnails and schedule posts individually for every single channel, every single time you want to share something. Everything shifted when I started using Vizard because it basically does all of the heavy lifting for me behind the scenes. There is a link in my bio if you want to try it yourself, but for now, I will walk you through how it works so you can see why it is worth your time, worth your... Full disclosure, professional tools do cost money, but for me, Vizard paid for itself and saved time within the very first week of use. The real reason I love it is that it focuses on turning long videos into short, ready-to-post clips automatically, which perfectly fits my creation style. I create long streams, tutorials, and behind-the-scenes footage, which are usually full of little viral moments waiting to be discovered. When you first log into Vizard, the first step is to connect all of your accounts, so the tool can pull your content from your storage. You can link where your long videos live, whether it is Google Drive, YouTube, a local file upload, or any other cloud storage platform. Then you connect your social profiles for distribution, including Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and several others. Once your connections are set, the real magic lives in the workflows and the powerful auto-editing engine built into the platform. Here's how I think about it. Start in one place with your long-form source, like a YouTube tutorial or a Zoom recording, and tell Vizard to comb through it. It uses AI to find the high-energy parts, key takeaways, and anything that looks like a potential viral moment, then packages them as short editable clips. The first feature you should try is auto-editing viral clips, where you choose a style like a highlight reel or an educational clip. The tool will pull out multiple clips, each one trimmed to a platform-friendly length, and you can let it do full auto or review the pics yourself. The best part is that it automatically generates captions and suggests hooks, which saves so much typing and guesswork for every single post. Next, there is the auto schedule feature, which lets you set a posting frequency instead of downloading and uploading every single clip manually. Tell it how many clips you want per week per platform, and it will queue them up and schedule them across all your socials for you. I usually set a specific cadence, like 2 clips to TikTok, 1 to Instagram Reels, and 1 to YouTube Shorts, and Vizard spreads them out naturally. Then there is the content calendar, which is honestly life-changing for planning because you can see everything in one single view. You can drag and drop clips to reschedule, add notes, change captions, and manage publishing times without switching between 10 different apps. Okay, a few practical things to know. Vizard does a lot, but it is not totally hands-off if you want a perfect, specific brand voice. Sometimes the AI picks a clip with a weird intro or a long silence, so I still skim through the suggested clips and trim the edges as needed. But even with that small review time, I am saving hours of work compared to the manual editing I used to do every single morning. Another nuance, platform limits still matter, so keep an eye on length when you absolutely need a clip to be under a specific threshold. Pro tip, set your preferred clip length in the workflow so the AI prioritizes segments that fit perfectly within those platform limits. One thing I love that most other repurposing tools do not do as well is the actual creative editing that makes the content watchable. Some services simply repost your full file to different platforms, but Vizard actually finds the punchlines and interesting reactions. It turns the stuff people stop to watch into standalone clips, meaning your audience sees a bunch of different posts instead of the same clip split awkwardly. Also, captions and subtitles are a huge win because Vizard auto-generates them and lets you edit them quickly for a professional look. Native captions on TikTok and Instagram Reels are super important for performance, and not having to transcribe manually is a complete game changer. Another thing to call out, some other tools try to be everything at once, but they often miss the actual creative edit or have clunky scheduling. With Vizard, you get a better balance of strong auto-editing, plus a reliable scheduler and a visual content calendar. That said, it is not perfect for everyone, and if you only post raw clips without wanting to optimize them, a cheaper tool might be fine for you. But if you are creating long-form content and want to turn it into multiple polished posts that actually engage, Vizard stands out as the best option. Now, let us walk through a workflow I use. Step 1 is to upload a long video, whether it is a tutorial, a podcast, or a webinar. Step 2 is to tell Vizard to auto-detect highlights and make short clips based on your preferred style, like humor, education, or emotion. Step 3 is to review the generated clips, where I skim and delete any weird pics, reframe a hook on a few, and pick my thumbnails. Step 4 is to set the schedule, choose which platforms each clip goes to, and let the auto-scheduler distribute them for you. Step 5 is to check the calendar, tweak anything that looks off, and then sit back to see the analytics come in. Small manual touches make a big difference, like rewriting a caption to be platform native or swapping a thumbnail for a stronger, more engaging frame. One of my favorite uses is batching, where I spend one afternoon recording and let Vizard churn out 20 plus clips from that one session. That content then fills my social week with minimal intervention, and audiences definitely favor creators who post regularly. What about pricing and value? Vizard lands in the sweet spot for creators who want high-quality clips without needing to hire a full-time editor. One last caveat, if you are hyper-specific about brand polish, like custom color-graded edits or complex motion graphics, you might still want a human editor. But for 80 to 90% of your daily social needs, Vizard will handle it all and free up hours of your time every single week. So the bottom line, Vizard turned my long-form content into consistently good short clips and made scheduling painless with an actual content calendar. It is not magic, you still need to review for brand voice, but compared to manually clipping and uploading to 5 different apps, it is a total game changer. If you want me to make a step-by-step screencast showing exactly how I set my workflows, tell me in the comments and I will film a tutorial. Also, let me know what platform you struggle with most, whether it is TikTok, YouTube Shorts, or Instagram Reels, and I will tailor the tutorial for you. Personally, I love that one long tutorial now turns into multiple teachable micro lessons across my socials without me babysitting the upload process. Thanks for hanging out. Go record something long, let Vizard do the heavy lifting, and then enjoy all the free time you just gained. Catch you in the next video.